Yo, yo, yo. I've arrived. Better late than never. Entropia made me download a 10 gigabyte patch. Now, I'm trying to stream to 3 different platforms: Twitch, Pump.fun, and YouTube. I've set it all up how I got told to set it up on the internet. Don't know if it's going to work. But let's just see. I know some of them take a while to get going, so I'm just going to play the game and hope for the best. So if I am working on those platforms, you viewers probably have never seen me before, or this game. So welcome to Entropia World. Real cash economy game. Now I've just gotten my Halloween gifts. Obviously I've got a Halloween theme happening. I got some creature control candies. I can turn into the big pumpkin and just lay waste to everybody. I got some candy boxes, which are buffs, and some glowing horns. I wonder if they work. Now, back to work. We went on a mining run yesterday, and I forgot to put on an automatic craft. When I logged off yesterday, I was a bit busy yesterday. I've got a few things coming up. But the show must go on. So without further ado, we're going to repair some tools. We're going to get rid of all this crap out of our bags. Don't know why I've got all these. Oh yeah, from the daily. Going to repair this. Our extractor's pretty good. Our refiner, yeah, we'll repair that. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, but I've got 2 stream element notifications saying that I'm streaming. It just doesn't say where I'm streaming. I've tried to launch on 3 platforms. That's why I got Streamlabs Ultra. So see how we go. One of them is on Pump Fun for my coin Nihao 888. Don't ask me where I got the name from. AI made it up, so it also made the video or the emblem on the coin as well, so I really didn't have nothing to do with it. Yeah, I take no blames. I'm going to leave that open because that has to populate, and then I'm going to recycle these finders that I don't need, these F101s. Get rid of them. What's in here that we don't need? Convert this. And we need all that. Yep. No shitty blueprints to get rid of. Let's recycle these. No blueprints at all. Okay. Oh, that's right. I didn't craft. Right. Chuck this Listerium in here. So we've got a fair whack of Listerium actually. Gonna have to deal with that. And even we've got a fair whack of everything really. What we don't have a fair whack of is gas and grease. Now I have managed to build the pot up to 560, but we need more to do this durable hood craft. Acid root's good. Energized crystal's good. Cave sap we got a little bit yesterday on our 2 land areas, so that was really good. We've got a fair bit of magnesium, so look, everything else looks pretty good. I wouldn't mind some more copper, but it's a shitty server that I have to mine to get it, and you're not guaranteed to get any copper, so I'll probably just end up buying some copper. Yeah, mist, probably could do with some more of that. But by the looks of things, we're probably better off just hitting our 2 mining areas. Actually, it's Wednesday today. Usually on a Wednesday I do Ashy. I might hit Ashy today. Do a nice slow mine there. We'll get rid of all this other shit. Well, I don't know why they gave me 5 of the big pumpkins. Maybe on Fridays. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do Friday. I'm definitely not doing tomorrow, because I've got to drive my father-in-law to see his wife in hospital. He hasn't seen her for a week, and it's too far for him to drive, so I'm going to head down there, pick him up, and I'm going to take him to see his wife. Let's just put this creature control thing in here. I'm just going to get all of this in here, like a normal person, and merge all the stacks. Yeah, so look, if the live has worked on any of those other platforms, pump.fun or YouTube, I apologise for not responding to any messages, because I've got one chat box on the Streamlabs app, and whether they're all combining all the chat boxes into that one, I'm not sure. So I'm a bit in the dark about that myself. It's my first time multi-streaming, so A, I don't know whether it's working. B, I don't know how the chats work, so I guess we'll find out a little bit later. Okay, so just check on. I've got 109 items, 193 kilos. Got plenty of meat on our finder. Now we've still got this zinc stone. That what I might actually do is, don't know if I want to go there. I need copper though. Yeah, okay. I might have mentioned a little spot I had out the back of Pandora there that has zinc to do this daily, and it also has some Belcar, some energized crystal. So it's got some stuff that I'm interested in mining. But before we do that, we probably should grab some probes. Just going to grab 400 petted probes. Shouldn't see us out for a bit. I've got 62 drops on me, so that should be enough for the stream. Make sure that's not someone waiting for me. Okay, all good. We'll type in Pandora. And we'll head to Fort Pandora. And we'll do some mining. Hopefully Hoff even. And I should be able to teleport chip from here all the way down to our spot. Yes, I can. So we're at the fort. That's where the mobs are. That's where the other place is. I should be able to teleport to just there. Don't know if I'm teleporting into the middle of a heap of monsters, but we'll see in a second. Oh. Oh, very nice. So this is the little output. I might have mentioned this in the stream the other day, this little outpost. So we're just going to jump on our Sky Ripper here and spawn our little map. There we go, and just leave that map there. And I'm just going to head northwest here and start the mining run up on the top of this little hill here. Hopefully we get some zinc. We're going to end up with a little bit too much melchy water, blossarium out of this area. I was thinking we'll just start from this spot here. This will do us. Yeah, so massive patch on the game today. 10 gig. They made, it would have been more if I didn't disable a heap of the planet data. But they made me re-download all of Calypso, which is 5 gig, and then another 5 gig of some other data. I'm imagining this is in preparation for Halloween. Mayhem. But yeah. Alright, let's just, you know what, we're just going to run and drop. We'll run and drop and pick up. Go. I'm just going to head directly south, actually. So we're going to get some energized crystal, hopefully some zinc. We'll get melchy water, blossarium. There should be a little bit of Belcar around here, as just got shown, which is also something we always need. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited for the stream Friday when Mayhem comes out and we can do a little bit of Mayhem hunting. I might keep the ghost music theme going all Friday. And now today there's a bit of a special treat. If these streams work to these other platforms, I'm gonna do another stream this afternoon, but not of this game. I'm gonna do my dailies on Gods Unchained and stream that. I'll do my 10 matches. It goes for about an hour, so just a bit of a shorter stream this afternoon. Different game. And then usually I blend onto some Farthest Frontier at the end of the day. Whether I streamed it or not, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I want to get a heap of streaming in today because I'm not streaming tomorrow. And then Friday we'll do Halloween Mayhem. We're getting a fair bit of Belcar out here, which is really nice. We haven't actually gotten any zinc yet, but I don't mind. Because it's only for a daily. We can get it anytime. The main important thing is the Guncraft, collecting the materials for that. It's funny, when I went on to Pump Fun and I was messing around with the settings, and it's really funny compared to Twitch. You don't even have anything showing, and there's like 12 people watching, and there's nothing there. I didn't have any content yet. I was just messing around with the settings to try to get it to work. And yeah, that was interesting. It's just got a bigger audience, I guess. But yeah, if this is working on Pump Fun, feel free to buy some Nihao 888 coin. It'll bring you luck in the rest of your adventures in the world. And I'm not selling. You won't be getting rug pulled by the dev, which is me. I'm just interested in having some fun and creating some wealth for some people. I'll head across 2 drops here, and then we'll go back north till we hit a robot or a mollusk. Bit of ironstone. We haven't actually gotten any zincstone yet. It has eluded our grasp. I don't know how many drops I had when I started. I'll have to use the amp as a guide again. Getting a lot of melchy water. Yeah, good stream yesterday. Very nice. Hopefully today we can get a little bit more material. The game was okay yesterday. It wasn't cruel and it wasn't too generous. It was sort of average. You can mine right near this outpost, you just can't mine close to the guns. For some reason the guns are anal about you dropping probes near them. I think 100 drops, probably we're going to go down, up, down one more time. And that probably will be close to the first 100 drops of the day. Then I'll probably zap back to the outpost, chuck all the stuff into the bank, and then go again. Still got my Manketer armor on from the robot hunt. I used to have all the hotkeys to change the armor and stuff, and then they changed the UI and everything went away and I couldn't be bothered to put it back. Well, I suppose I could figure it out. Bit of narc, never goes astray. So if I go too far up this hill, there'll be mollusks up there. Just a couple of them, but they're there. If we get too close, we'll just have to kill them. And swing around. This ridge will be our turning point. I mean, if I'm going to stream, I may as well stream onto as many platforms as I can, yeah? Well, both YouTube and Pump.fun have got some sort of incentive to stream to. So I'm hoping to, you know, capitalise on those two things. But I'm not sure it's working. Bit more ironstone. The bell car's dropped right off. It seems to be only on that far side. And as you progress through this desert, the composition changes quite quickly actually. Apparently YouTube can take up to half an hour for the stream to start even working in there. I'm not sure how that works, but... Or no, it takes half an hour for the notifications to go out. That's right. That's a large energized crystal, that'll help. More bell car. Oh, good. Well, we've got a few claims to pick up, that's for sure. See, the crypto market went into a big dump a couple of hours ago. Nothing unsurprising. Luckily, I've got grid bots on. and they wore it quite easily. I love me some grid bots. So I'll just pause as I get to the bottom of this run here and just see how many drops we are in. We don't really want to go much past 100. There's some zinc finally. Okay, we've used 33 as 60. 33, 66 drops. So I think we'll do another loop upwards. I'm not going to go into that valley area. It's painful to pick them up later. Some of them end up on the hills and on cliffs, and you have to summon them. Not interested in summoning any claims at the moment. So yeah, if anyone's actually watching from pump.fun or YouTube, just chuck a 1 in the chat for YouTube and 2 for pump.fun, because I don't know whether they're working or not. And I've only just tried to multi-stream for the first time today, so if you can help me out by, thanks for the follow, mate. If you can help me out by showing me whether those platforms are working, that'd be great. And now we're getting a little bit of a hillier area. I mean, it's 2025. You should be able to just put in the server address and the stream key. It should work, yeah? You would think so. I remember this little section. You know, I used to try to drive my mining truck through here and pick up claims. It was the most painful thing ever. And then my wife gave me a Sky Ripper. Best thing ever. Bit of Bloss, a little cluster there. So by the end of this run, we should be close to our 100 drops. I don't know why I've got... Oh, because I had universal ammo. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Just trying to get this mic in the right position. I don't have one of those fancy streaming mics that take up half the room. They come in on a weird alligator arm angle. Funny shit, man. Them mic companies must have rubbed their hands together when they saw all this streaming shit come out, and they're making a fortune out of selling these overpriced microphones. $900, $1,100. Yeah. How you going, Boxer? Thanks for the follow, bro. Sorry, I was too busy getting carried away to look at the chat. I haven't really dropped enough probes to determine any type of loot, but I've been seeing some good loots in the global ticker. So I'm going to say it's probably average. Once I pick all these claims up and I figure out how much I'm down or up, I'll be able to tell you a bit more then. Okay, and we'll drop one more probe here, and let's see what we're up to. 3250. That's if it was 32, it'd be 46, which would be 80. 92. So we're going to drop 8 more probes. Let's just run this way and drop 8 more probes. And that'll bring us up to 100. 32. 9 more probes because we had the half one. 2. Yeah, I noticed that the game has really got the finger on the global economy, is the best way I can put it. And they know, you know, all the companies and governments seem to be in take mode. so Mindark's decided to participate and go, yeah, you know what, we'll give them back a little bit, but mainly we're going to take, and they'll be fine. I lost count. Hang on a sec. 100 would be 50, so we need to drop 2 more probes to do 100 drops. 1, 2. I don't want to get too carried away, otherwise the claims will start expiring, and no one wants to give away money. Alright, there we go. No globals, no Hoffs. Too bad, I guess. Create a waypoint, and we're just going to teleport to that waypoint. Well, probably should have used a smaller chip. It's just there. It's actually a waste of a chip. I'll jump on the Sky Ripper and just fly over. Why waste mind essence, yeah? Look, it's just there. Lol. I'll mark out the rest of these claims. Down, bro, down. Oh no, I've marked them all out. Now I missed my spot. It's that one. Don't know why it's marked it out as 13. Should have been the first one. Oh, it is the first one. My minimap says 13. Oh well, anyway. Let's pick them all up. Mic stand keeps getting in my road. Just going to reduce this for a second, see if YouTube's actually working. No. YouTube doesn't seem to be working. Oh no. Stream ended 33 minutes ago. What? That's funny. So it says that I did go live, but I must have changed something. I don't know. It's not showing in there. Anyway, I'll have to check that out later. Really weird. They still don't make it easy. One day everything will be one clip. You can't see anyone else's chats. Yeah, I don't know. Something weird is going on. I mean, look, some of the streams on Pump.fun are funny. The other day I was watching it and there was a stream of a dude just filming his foot. And he had like 200 viewers filming his foot. He wasn't even talking. He was just filming his foot, collecting the cash. Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know how the chat integration works. It's very strange to me. And as I continue to try to multi-stream, I will learn. Yeah. One of those fetish sites, yeah. I see what you're talking about. There is actually a group of people that like to watch feet. Isn't that a strange thing? You know, I live in a bit of a rural area and we got rabbits out the back and they keep dying. And we're sort of speculating as to what it is. Because I live in Australia, it could be a range of things. We've got deadly poisonous spiders in the backyard. Deadly poisonous snakes, like red belly black snakes. Deadly poisonous plants. If the rabbits eat the wrong one, dead. Yeah, actually, pretty much, there's a heap of stuff that can kill them. And they die on the regular. So we just throw them over the fence into the farm, like a normal person. You know, what else are you supposed to do? Bury them? No, I don't think so. I'm not interested. They're just wild rabbits, man. I would never eat them because you just don't know whether somebody could be poisoning them too. We've got a bit of a rabbit epidemic actually at the moment. They're everywhere. Yeah, deadly poisonous rabbits. Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? You don't eat the rabbits, man. They could have been poisoned. So you go down just from eating food. Rabbits eat the wrong mushroom, dead. Rabbit walks under the shade of the wrong tree, dead. Yeah, it can be a scary place. Well, once the more warmer weather comes in and dries the ground out a bit, we'll do a whippersnip and a mow, clean the whole yard up to stop those type of, you know, to stop, what do you call it, encouraging that type of behaviour. Skill boost. So I'll probably end up cubing all this Melchium Blossarium, I reckon. I don't need it. I've got plenty in the bank. The Adorium stone, yeah, I don't know what happened to Adorium. They must be getting it out of asteroids because I used to sell it pretty regularly for 130, 140, even 160%, but now it's just worth nothing. So they must be getting it out of the asteroids. Yeah, that's right. You guys are crazy, man. I'm watching a show called The Rookie right now. It's based on the Los Angeles Police Department. It's a good show, don't get me wrong. Really good show. But if it's half of like what they're showing in that show over there, everyone's just got a gun. Like even the old ladies are walking down the streets with shotguns. That's crazy, man. What if somebody doesn't like what t-shirt you're wearing? At least here, someone just calls you a Dero. Nice shirt, Dero. And then you walk on your way. There, if they're in the wrong frame of mind, you get a cat popped in your ass. No, I don't know. It's funny, only the criminals in Australia have guns. Normal people like me can't have them. But The good thing is they generally tend to kill each other and leave normal people like us alone. Oh, unless you get the psychos that want to actually go on mass shooting sprees, but that doesn't happen that often here. Yeah, that's right, man. You've seen the amount of people that kill themselves. Like, even on the roads near where I live, man. Some 66-year-old, I think he was, got killed walking. And if I showed you a picture of the road where he walked across and got run over, at 6 o'clock in the afternoon in broad daylight, you think to yourself, how, bro? How did you get run over there? There's clear line of sight in both directions. It's a 60-kilometre zone. And he got killed. He got run over and killed. It just blows my mind. Either he was pissed or the person driving was pissed and didn't see him, but there's no scenario in my mind that I play out where he would have got run over legitimately. You know, there was no blind spot. Everything was out in the open. But yeah, pretty crazy on the roads here. Yeah, I've had to back off on drinking the beer, man. As you get on in age, alcohol tends to not agree with you too much. Yeah, I lost a lot of friends when I was younger to not so much drink driving. And you get this in America too. Sometimes there's a big space in between towns. And I actually lost a few friends falling asleep at the wheel. They just couldn't stay awake. It's just too far. It's too boring. There's nothing out there. It's just animals and darkness. And, yeah, fall asleep, run off the road and into a tree. Bang. Game over. Yeah. I'll tell you what the scariest drive in Australia is for me. I've driven around most of the country. I haven't driven around the really north section yet. I'd imagine that's quite scary too. But the scariest drive in Australia is from the east to the west, across the Nullarbor Plains on your own. The servos, the fuel stations, if you're in the wrong car, you just make it from one to the other. This is in the early 2000s. No, late 90s. I drove that across there. And if your car breaks down, you're fucked. There's no phone service. There's no tow trucks. You're just fucked. You're at the mercy of the next truck driver that drives past in a road train. And if he's feeling generous, he might spend the 3 minutes to stop his truck and let you use his sat phone or something, or his CB radio to call you help. But yeah, you want to make sure you're in a reliable car. And when you get out at night time to go for a piss on the road, you don't go into the bush for a piss. You piss on the road. You stay on the road. There's all sorts of things happening, man. Yeah. So on my journey across there, a snake chased my car. A big red one. I don't know what colour it was actually. I assume it was red. Maybe it was because of the dirt. I'm not sure. But it struck at my car. I was doing 90 kilometres an hour and this thing tried to bite me. And I go, yep, not getting out of the car. Going to piss in a bottle from now on in. And just tip the bottle out the window. And I live here. It's scary enough. But yeah, it's not too bad. You just don't do dumb shit like climb into a sleeping bag without shaking it out. Put your boots on without shaking them out. Don't go crawling into dark spaces where there's possibly 3 or 4 or 10 spiders that will kill you, or a snake. Venomous rat. We don't have venomous rats. I made that one up, but you know, wildlife's evolving all the time. There could be venomous rats. Dodgy dump. Yeah, luckily for me, I didn't need one of those when I was driving across there. safe to say I probably would have done it in my pants and then tipped it out the window. That's disgusting. But yeah, it's probably what I would have done. Yeah. It's funny because I grew up on a rural farm in Queensland, and Queensland's got way more venomous snakes and spiders than Victoria has, which is where I live now. And it didn't bother me. I used to just get around, running through the long grass, swimming in the creeks. It's as if nothing was out of the ordinary. I wouldn't go do that now, though, as an adult. But as a kid, I just didn't give a shit. I just go, yeah, I'm going to go fishing. And I just go fishing, sit in the long grass right next to the river where all the shit is, and just fish without a care in the world. Crocodiles up there. Yeah, that TV show I was watching last night, there's a grandma in a white 90 walking down the suburban street with a shotgun, chasing a coyote. I don't know, man. I think I'd take my risk with what I have here compared to bears. I've been watching a lot of bear YouTube shorts, and I know a lot of them are AI, but still the idea of a bear just coming into your house, or, you know, you're out the back chopping some wood or something and the bear just takes you. Fuck that. Oh, look, we've got our friends over here, 4 Civixes. I didn't even know they were here. Oh, next time I get there daily, I might come out and shoot them. Yeah, bro, I'm not interested in you. You just stay right there. Well, we should beat the timer on these. And when I go back to the outpost, I'll put all this stuff into the bank. Maybe grab a few more probes. Do one more round of 100 drops. And that'll be it. It'll be lunchtime. I might have some pasta today for lunch. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, apparently you can't outrun a bear. They're too fast, yeah? Is that true? That's fucking scary as shit, man. A bear coming. What if you're out in the woods? You're going to have to climb a tree, but they can climb trees too. I don't know. Sounds like a pretty shifty situation, man. And you need some pretty serious firepower to take him down. I'm imagining just a 9mm wouldn't do the job. Probably just piss him off. You can outrun your friends. Yeah, fair enough. Well, the bear's got to stop to eat them, doesn't it? At the end of the day, that gives you the chance to run off. Hey man, I've got an idea. You fight the bear and I'll run. Yeah. What do you want me to fight the bear for? You can win, I'm sure of it. Just reminds me of that Leonardo DiCaprio movie where he gets mauled by the bear. That's too realistic, man. I can't watch it. It's gruesome as shit. That bear rips into him good. Must have got food poisoning the other day. Me and the wife had a stomach upset and we can't figure out what it was. I cook the normal breakfast every morning. A bit of homemade rye linseed bread with sometimes baked beans, sometimes meat and eggs and avocado and garlic. Nice healthy breakfast, you know, lots of protein. And yeah, we both got sick. It had to be something in the breakfast. It's the only meal we shared. Don't like getting that type of gastro. I call it gastro, I guess. It's not good. I went to a fuel station yesterday with this said sickness. And you know, fuel stations don't really like you to use their toilets unless you've spent some money. Well, they don't say anything, but some of them have got keys, and they won't give you the keys unless you've spent money. So, my truck needed to be topped up. Had half a tank, so I just filled the rest of the truck up. Now, that should be adequate for them. I get inside, busting. Like I'm having a hard time here, filling the truck up, clenching my buttocks. And I get in there, pay for the fuel, $50 or something it was. Ridiculous for a couple of litres of petrol. And then I run to the toilet and it says out of service. I was in trouble, man. I was in trouble. I was picking my daughter up from school and I thought, she's not going to be very happy, man. And she's in year 11, so she's 17. Full of opinions and ideas, and obviously my boss. And I park in this car park at this park where I usually pick her up. And she gets to the ute and I'm just not there. So she rings me up and she goes, did someone abduct you? I go, what do you mean? She goes, your car's here parked. It's unlocked. And I said, yeah, I left it unlocked so you could get in it. You've just left the car unlocked and you're just not here. Where are you? And I said, I'm in the park toilets. Having a hard time. Yeah, sometimes you just make it. Yeah. Cocaine Bear. Isn't there one called Cocaine Shark, or is that just a rip-off of Cocaine Bear? No, bro. There's one right here. Don't know what he does that for. It runs off. I see they've changed the texture on the ground here too. Yeah. Well, I haven't seen the Cocaine Bear one yet, man. So I'm gonna have to get on there and check that out. Oh, there's my one zinc claim. I came out here to do the zinc daily and I get one claim. Yeah, shit, yeah. I mean, you guys don't have bears all over the state, do you? All over the country. Isn't it just in the northern states? Up near Canada? Every state. Wow. That is sick, man. So any national park you go camping in, you got to watch out for bears. I don't understand why people still use tents there then. A bear would just rip through a tent and just come and eat everything, man. Surely everyone would have to, like if you went camping, you'd have to either build a temporary shelter or have a caravan. Jesus, even caravans aren't really safe from them, judging from the videos I've been watching. Ah, okay. So that they can smell the food, that's all they're really after, yeah? They don't go rampaging through the forest looking for tents. I seen one of them take a deep freeze apart on one of those shows. Like, I don't know how he could smell the frozen food, but he got in there. But if you get them pissed off, I'd imagine they got no problem chasing you down and giving you a quick maul. I was just thinking about something. There's a epidemic of wild dogs and cats, right? And they reckon that wild cats in Australia kill 375 million wildlife a year, native Australian wildlife. But over there, you guys have got bigger cats, bigger dogs. You got coyotes, wolves. Thinking about Halloween too much. And you got, you got a bear. I mean, dogs, wild dogs, probably try to take a bear down, I'd imagine. But I'm just interested to know whether the bigger cats, like the mountain lions and all that, bobcats, whatever, go for the wildcats and just tear them apart, like Watership Down stuff. A lot of people are getting a lot of mining claims now, I've noticed in the global ticker. I must have just missed the wave. Why is that one over there? I want to know. I must have missed this one in the last pass. I was watching a okay. Bobcats are bigger than house cats. Yeah, so coyotes do come into town, rummage through the bins and shit. And like, what I'm saying is, if you're taking the trash out at night, do you got to worry about them? Oh, that dude's using level 13 amps. He's getting a global acclaim. Well, he's using something big anyway. Okay. Gee, it must suck, man. Not to be able to dog in your backyard. Worried about other wildlife coming to get him. But I'm guessing there's areas where that happens more often than other areas. Like, you'd have safer areas where that type of thing's sort of not so not such a risk. Oh, yeah. What? An owl will take a small dog? What the fuck? Like an asthma hound chihuahua or something? Or a poodle? Fucking owl will take a dog, Jesus. Owls are scary shit. I seen 9 owls swoop my sister. They were sitting, it was real weird. They were sitting in a tree watching her. This is in daytime, mind you. They're meant to be asleep, aren't they? And anyway, we're sitting on her back veranda. And there's 9 owls in this tree. Big ones. just staring directly at her. Anyway, I'm talking to her, drinking a beer like a normal person. And all of a sudden, and we're under a carport. So we've got a little bit of a roof that's about a metre above our head. So to swoop her, they had to come into a confined area. Scariest thing she reckons that's ever happened to her. Scariest thing that I've ever seen. And anyway, they didn't really try to claw her or anything. They just stared her down, swooped, flew in towards her and got real close to her face and head, and then flew off. And I'm thinking, man, that is the weirdest thing I've ever heard of or seen. Is 9 owls swooping someone, not harming them, and just flying off. You wouldn't believe it unless I was there to actually see it myself. Like, if she had rang me and told me that, I would have said, yeah, right. No, I don't believe you. But I was there. Yeah. Yeah, they came to warn her about something, but I don't know what it is yet, because that was a few years ago, and she's done nothing but well. She left the guy she was married to, and is with another guy since this happened, and has become quite a successful real estate agent in a small town where this event happened. But I said to her, that had to mean something. 9 owls swooping you in broad daylight. It's not something I see on the internet every day of the week, that's for sure. And she goes, yeah, I don't know. But she was rattled for a couple of weeks because I was up there on holidays. And we still don't know to this day why it happened. I haven't really investigated it too much. I haven't gone to the internet and say, why do owls swoop people? It's not something that I've heard them do. But I saw it happen, man. Weird shit. Where's the closest one? This one. Oh yeah, so they eat rabbits too. I'm trying to think this because we got some eagles that peruse the area. Surely they're eating the rabbits. There's that many rabbits around, they got to be feasting on them. And then we got wild cats, because I've seen them in our backyard. Not just normal house cats that have left the house and just fend for themselves, sort of thing. We got them. We got foxes. There's a lot of foxes here. The fox population got a little bit out of control there for a while, but I think somebody's done something about it, and now there's too many rabbits. The foxes were eating the rabbits, see? We've actually got a deer epidemic happening at the moment. We've got too much deer in roaming around in the wild in Australia. It's just not a normal thing to have here. But yeah, I seen one jump on someone's car. There's a mountain range that we got to drive through to get home from school, or one of the ways we can come home. And this deer came off the edge of the road onto this person's car. That was a bit crazy. You saw an eagle go after a cow. Dude, he's biting way too much more than he can chew. Must have been hungry to go after a big beast like that. Like an eagle goes a cow. Crazy. So I wonder if it injured the cow enough to cause it problems. What would its approach to be there? It's not going to pick the cow up, obviously. I'd imagine eagles have got some way of killing their prey, not just picking them up and taking them away. It would have needed to do some serious damage to the neck area of that cow. And then what? He would have just had to sit there and pick away at it like a vulture. So, bro, you're not carrying that cow anywhere. You're going to need to work at one of the sides and then carry it off. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Alright, looks like we have picked up all of those claims. So I'm just going to quickly fly over to the little outpost area here. If I can remember where it is. There is a road here somewhere that reminds me. Huh? Ah, it's that way. There's a road there. Just going to drop all this stuff off. So we're going to recycle. We're going to recycle the oil. We're going to recycle the Melchi water. We're going to recycle the Blossarium. We don't need any of those things. And we'll keep the rest. Oh, there's a little mission thing here. Nice. Just jump off that. And limp inside. 351 ped, by the way, which means one of these runs costs us 315 ped with decay. So we are ahead without a global. Nice. Yeah, my uncle reckons, and this is in Australia, man, my uncle reckons he saw an eagle sitting on a fence post. And he reckons that the eagle's height in comparison to the fence post was equal. And the fence post was 3 foot out of the ground. And he reckons when you looked at it from a distance, the two looked the same. It looked like if you turned them into one item, the eagle took up half the space. So that means that fucker was 3 foot high. That's big. Gee, you'd have to legitimately worry about picnicking with your baby and let it have a little bit of a frolic on a picnic rug. If an eagle can go after a cow, man, they could take a toddler. Yeah, I'd be worried about that shit. Put them in a tent. I saw one in a tent down at the lake the other day. Sitting in there having a chill out. Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. Must have been correct. Big animals. I'm going to recycle these three. Yep. And then we'll store this. And we'll store this. So we know we've done 350. Now yesterday's run was 20 ped short, so that actually brings us up to even from yesterday. We've got a nice stash there of Listerium. Now this area does hold some promise, so I'm gonna just what do I need to do? Buy some probes. I'm just gonna buy another 300 ped of probes. And head out. Oh, I've got to repair that. We've got to repair the amplifier here. Chuck them on there. Repair. And then head out. And I've got a spot to start the next run from. It's one of my favourites. We need to head east. A condor can be 5 foot tall. Jesus, man. That's crazy. I actually thought they were a smaller bird, to be honest. I didn't realise condors were bigger than eagles. Well, can be as big or even bigger, yeah. So where did we mine? We mined there. Just having a look where we were. Okay, so I haven't been here. I'm gonna start from this spot here. Go upwards and then downwards. I'm not interested in going down to that valley. We're just gonna go here. Alright, this time I've got 136 drops. So once we get down to 36, the run is over. Starting to get a bit low on ped now, so when I finish the stream today, I'm going to need to do some crafting and quite possibly craft a couple of guns, chuck them in the auction house in preparation for people buying for Mayhem. Hopefully I can make some like LR60, 65s, something that's got a little bit more decent markup on it, and get that ped balance back up so we can continue on our show. You'll see the composition change now that I've moved sort of away from that outpost area. We're still getting some bellcast stone. I'm really happy with the amount of bellcast stone we got today, because it's always a requirement. I shouldn't... Oh no, I am still near the robot area, so I'll have to just bounce around a bit. Yeah, they'll be down there. So we'll just swing east now. Just going on a bit of an angle. Two drops and then swing back south. Yeah, it'll be awesome once these guys move to Unreal Engine and get rid of all this terrain tiling that goes away once you move to Unreal Engine 5. The terrain thing's actually really good in there. They make it really easy. And the rocks look real as shit. Like, awesome real. Especially on the beaches and stuff. I'm not interested in you, rock. Get off me. More bellcar, nice. I'll skim around these edges of these rocks and then go around them when I get down the bottom here. Just slip through this gap here. Yeah, well, that first 100 drops was really nice. Hopefully the next 100 drops will be good enough. I don't really want to go down that valley because it gets painful to pick them up later. So I'm just going to sort of skirt through this little area here. I might just go north for a bit. And then once I get sort of up back near the robot area and we get more into the open space, it'll be a lot less confined mining. Not so many rocks and valleys in the road. This desert's beautiful to mine. I used to mine this desert years ago for days in a row. using a hexagonal grid pattern mining log thing, but I don't do that anymore. I just run and drop, pick up 100, whatever. Starting to become the quiet time in the server too on the game, so not as many globals. Loot can die off or pick up. I've gotten good loot when there's no one around. Yeah, so that's the fort over there, that black square in the distance. That's the fort that I teleported from earlier. See there, we're starting to get some beryllium, and then we might get some erionite and dianthus liquid very shortly. Yeah, so I know that my start screen got through to YouTube because I went to click on YouTube and it had a picture of it there. So some linkage has happened. Wait a minute, we just went past a papillon. I can't not pick the papillons up. My wife will have me. She needs to feed her pets. Clearly it's my job to feed them. I might swing south now for a little bit. We've still got 66 drops, so be able to cover a lot of ground with that many drops. Nice clear day in the Monopolis Desert today. We're expecting a temperature of 120 degrees. Spiky plants. They actually did have farming in this game at one stage. I don't know if you still can or not, but yeah, it was floated as an idea. So people would have house plots, and they were able to farm certain seeds, and those seeds would help. You'd be able to use it as an ingredient to make guns. It was a weird setup. Didn't last long. I think I've still got a couple of the blueprints in my bag. Back at the base, but yeah, they tried to implement some farming system to make weaponry. They've tried a few things. At the moment, the R-Matrix thing seems to be pretty good, but my issues with blueprints, we can't find. Oh, there we go, we've got a global, so this mining run is now profitable as well. It only takes one small global to make the mining run profitable. A bit of iron never goes astray. I knew I went down this valley for a reason. We'll drop one more on this east direction, and then we'll swing north, like so. Now we should be able to cover a lot of ground here because we're away from the fort a little bit, I think. It's funny, it doesn't seem like the hit rate's as good as when I started, but obviously the claims are there. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll be, well, later on today I'm going to be doing a Gods Unchained daily stream. It'll be my 10 matches for the day. Just a quick one after lunch. So I'm probably gonna like stop the stream and then start it, so there's 2 different videos. And I also want to check up on all the sites I'm streaming to as well, and see if it actually worked. I don't know if Pump.Fun actually keeps a record of your streams. I'll have to look that up. It's all very new to me though, so. So Grandma's foot stream is a thing, eh? Who knew? People like watching other people's feet. My wife watches pimple popping videos. That is fucking disgusting, man. Like, I can't even be in the same room when she's watching them. It is gross. And it's just her and my daughters. They all, well, not all of them, but it's just this thing, man. It's like watching pimples getting bursts. And if I walk into the bathroom while she's in there with no shirt on, and there happens to be a pimple on my back, I'll get attacked. Held down, even. And that pimple won't be there when I leave that bathroom. It's like, and then sometimes there'll be anger involved. How long have you been hiding that pimple from me? You must have known it was there. Well, I don't keep track of my pimples, love. She goes, how could you not know that's there? It's massive, takes up half your back. Obviously, she's over-exaggerating. Takes up half your back. Certainly feels like it takes up half my back when it gets squeezed, that's for sure. We might not be far enough away from the fort yet. So what happens if there's an event on, you'll get a grey mist and it'll tell you that you're in the area. But if there's no event on, generally we can just cruise on past. 62, we got 30 drops to go. And then we have completed a 200 drop mission for the day. Yeah, it seems like a lot of drops, but it's not really. When I was full-time mining, I'd do between 600 and 800 drops a day. Just harvesting the shit out of the planet, man. Another bit of fruit. I tend to see a lot of fruit, actually. Bit of garson grease, very nice. So I've gotten Papillon, Hamaros and Bombardo. Basically a fruit salad. Now you want to hear something weird. See this orange dot in the desert? I don't know what it is. It's been here forever. And there's nothing there, but on the mini-map there's an orange dot. Must be a part of a mission or something. But yeah, that's been there for years. I'll keep running this way because when we're picking them all up, when we get to the end, we'll be near Monopolis. And that's where I'll grab all the rest of my dailies for the next day. Seems like a long way from where I started, but it probably is. I'll probably use a teleport chip this time to get back to my beginning. This is where some dude got a 13,000 pet hoff. When I was mining the desert day in, day out for months in a row, some guy just walked out here with a level 5 amp and took all my loot, basically. Good job, Mindark. going east. Oh, we're heading into the jungle. The weird phalanx looking jungle. There are some mobs there. We'll avoid those. Well, we've got 9 more drops to go. Oh, I wonder what they changed, because that was a big patch. They must have changed something. I don't know what it is yet, but it's not as if they tell us half the time. Three more drops. And that is that. That amp should have 28 ped left on it. Oh. It's got 26 ped on it. Which means I've dropped more than 100 drops. I must have done my math wrong. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's half a ped a drop, so 50 should have been 100, but we've used 52, which is 104. So 104 times 3 is 312 plus 15 ped decay. So 317, 327. 327 is the magic number we're looking for. Oh, we got that global. What am I talking about? Easy game. Alright, we'll just teleport back to the first waypoint and start picking these up. And there we go, right down there. Just waypoint some of these so we know where we're going. There we go. Swoopity swoop swoop. Yeah, I'll pick all these up and then head back to Monopolis. Check out what the crafting daily is for the day. Check out to see if there's any worthy hunting dailies to be keeping. Then we'll head back to 2 do the crafting daily if it's viable, and then do our obligatory 101 explosive projectile 3 clicks full condition, just to make sure. We've had a good day mining. We got a nice run at the beginning. with a 30 ped profit. And then we got this run here that had a global in it, which will be 30 to 50 ped profit, I'd imagine. A lot of claims to pick up, so the hit rate was good too. It's one thing to get good size mining claims, but it's another to get a lot of claims. If you get a combo of both, it's very nice. I must start working on my mining claim, my mining phone app, to give normal plebbies the opportunity to be involved in crypto without knowing anything about crypto. And this can only really be done now with the X402, because I can use AI agents to do a lot of stuff. And all the backend can be handled through smart contracts. What I'm saying is this idea probably wouldn't have been viable until now. And basically people are going to be able to send their little dude down into the mine to collect money. So bro, put $100 into this app and never have to worry about money again. I've got a specific trading system set up to link to the app, and it can go broke. Everything can go broke, but the chances of it going broke are very, very, very small, if not possible at all. People go crazy, man. You got to know how to leverage trade. You don't leverage trade your entire portfolio X40 unless you're crazy. You know, you got to be smart about these things, man. Am I going to have to summon that fucking thing? No, I've got a flying machine, man. Where's the fun in it, you say, if you don't X40 all of your capital? Well, you know, there's such a thing as trading smart and getting capital first. Really, bro? Did that just happen to me? Did that just happen to me? And, what the fuck is going on, man? Look at this. I've got to go on a friggin' rock climb to get to my claim and my Sky Ripper. No, we done it. We done it. The Sky Ripper didn't survive the rock climb, but I did. There we go. We got there eventually. Alright, we're back in business. That was a bit of a situation, but it got solved. Beautiful. I'll have to put a Listeria power container craft on while I'm down having my lunch. Got a lot of Listeria happening here. I can't think of it. Oh, I could cube it and just EP3 it, I guess. But I don't mind doing power containers. I got a 1200 ped Hoff on it probably 2 weeks ago. I wasn't even there when it happened. I came back from lunch, I think, and saw the screen and go, shit, I got a nice payout. All right. Oh, stomach's starting to growl. I'm trying to do no meat Wednesdays, but it's tough, man. I had no meat for breakfast, and I'm craving meat right now. That must be the closest one there. Fucking trees are real. Get off me. I don't think I've ever heard this version of this song before. It's alright. These claims are quite far apart. We should be able to pick them up quite quickly. Sure, I nearly saw his face then. That was scary. Man, it's weird. It was really warm this morning and now I'm cold. The wind might have picked up. I think I've got to fly to the head of this column, work my way backwards. Nice asteroid there. I was actually going to go asteroid mining today, but I decided to hit this desert instead. Gee, I wonder how the market's doing right now. I haven't looked for an hour or so. Ever check your portfolio every 5 minutes? No, the market's been crazy lately. Pretty soon all the stocks, the bubble's going to burst on the normal stock market, man. And they're all going to be looking for somewhere to get their money back. And I reckon they'll come flooding in. Especially all the people that bought all that gold. You know why gold's price went up so much? It was because of China. China bought gold on the open market. There's a graph. I saw a streamer show it yesterday. And he showed the graph of how much gold China has bought in the last 6 months. And the graph is like, there's a slow crawling worm along the bottom of it. And then just a vertical cliff of their buying. That's why gold went up so much, man. So once all the dust settles on that purchase, expect a retractment for sure. Because it's not as if they're going to sell any of it. But, you know, them buying it affecting the market, that's happened now. It's not going to happen anymore. Well, unless they're going to buy more. But yeah, they were hell bent on buying a lot of gold. I've seen YouTubes of dudes growing silver too. They grow silver in their labs, in their basements. They use some sort of chemical reaction. Pretty freaky. Looks like a complicated process though. I don't know if I'd bother. You know, there's a chance things could go wrong. You could blow yourself up. You could burn your hands off. I have a hard enough time cooking my lunch. I risk my life cooking my lunch. I don't want to risk my life getting a couple of ounces of silver. What do we got here? Message on the phone. Oh yeah. Bit of a trading view alert. Alert on WFI. And some home messaging me on Twitter, which is a daily occurrence. Yeah, I don't know how they get into you. Like, you don't follow them, they don't follow you, but for some reason their pictures end up in your feed. Obviously every message is generic and to a wide audience. But yeah, it's funny. Ah, this must be the global. Of course it is. Oh, well that was quick if it was then. But it must have been. We're up to 264 now. Just going to grab this vehicle before it pisses off down the hill. Where are we? We've got to go left and go that way. Looks like we've got to go that way. Yeah, that's why I don't like mining on these hills. Because the stupid physics in the game, the vehicle will actually slide away from you. That one's stuck, which is good. Come on, bro, equip. Ah, this is good. I started the stream late because the bloody game had a 10 gigabyte update. So the stream will go a little bit later today. Then I'll have a half-hour break. Chuck down some lunch. Come back, play Gods Unchained, then go pick my daughter up from school. Very busy day, really. Tomorrow I'll be driving to Wonthaggi, which is a 2-hour drive from my current location. Pick up the father-in-law. Drive him to Clayton, which is 2 hours again. Let him visit his wife in hospital, who's having a dialysis. She's having problems with her kidneys, her liver. Her heart's causing her problems. She's going through a bit of a rough time. And he hasn't seen her in a week, so I've offered to give him a lift. So I'll be spending the day tomorrow letting him spend time with his wife. I told him to get on YouTube and stream some of his blues playing. He's a blues guitarist and plays the harmonica. He performs quite well. Yeah, I said, get on the YouTube, man. You know, you can chat to people, because he gets a bit lonely at home. I said, you can chat to people, you know, collab with some people, whatever. Just have a good time. The internet's there to be, not just to troll people. It can be used for good. So I went onto Binance this morning, yesterday, and tried to create a bot to farm Zcash, because it's been showing some attention lately. The idea of the privacy coin, not too bad. So I thought, oh, you know what? I won't buy any, but I'll farm some and accumulate it slowly, because that's fine. And anyway, I created the DCA bot in 3 commas to farm Zcash. Turned it on and it kept turning itself back off. Wonder what's going on there. Maybe I clicked the wrong setting or something. And then, because Binance was the only exchange that I could get it from. And anyway, I go, all right, something's going on here. So then I try to put a grid bot on Zcash USDT. Wouldn't let me do that either. And then I got this message saying, and I know about this message because I know what it means. And it says, your API key is invalid for this transaction. Okay, you motherfuckers. The Australian government has stopped me buying Zcash through Binance. It's there to be purchased. It's on their list. But because I'm here, I'm restricted to be buying it. So the Australian government doesn't want us to own privacy coins. They just want us to put our money in the bank so they can take it. Found that out today. Bit of sweet stuff. That'll go to the wife. She'll make fruit bars out of that. Sweet stuff and the fruit that I picked up. Bell car way out this far. Nice. Didn't get as much gas and grease as I was hoping to today. But, it kicks the tin. I was trying to get to 1,000 gas and grease. Fell a little bit short. I'm going to need to start doing this craft soon. I can't keep mining until I have no ped left. I need to craft something. Get some income in. I saw something on YouTube today. Says that there was one article on there. Now I didn't watch it, but it says that the governments are going to crack down hard on monetized games. I don't know if that means this one, because this game's been around for 23 years. 22, 23 years. But that's not a good sign. They just don't want you to get money from anywhere else except for going to work. It's crazy. As if they're going to be able to control any of that. Somebody will figure out a workaround. And whoever that is that figures the workaround out, well, their game, platform, whatever, is going to do well. But yeah, it seems like they're playing whack-a-mole with our finances at the moment, the government is. Tax you for this. Stop you doing that. Control, 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 They forget that they work for us. It's not the other way around. Bro, we vote you in to do stuff that we tell you to do. You don't become our bosses just because you get voted in. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Right, we've got probably a dozen claims to pick up. and then we'll just scoot on over to Monopolis. Just mark these out so I know where they are. All right. 12, 12. 1, 2. 12. 12. Oh yeah. Get an hour of dailies in. Now we'll just follow this little stringy path. Get us close to Monopolis so we can go and get our dailies. Gotta love dailies in any game, eh? As long as they're worth it though. They gotta be worth it. And sometimes what pisses me off is when games don't load and you can't complete the daily and you're on a streak. Because a lot of games have daily streaks. You miss one day, your streak's busted, you don't get the adorned result at the end after doing like a 120-day streak or something. But it's not your fault because you couldn't log into the game. A lot of games don't have mechanisms to, you know, say, oh, sorry, you couldn't log in there. That's our bad. We'll give you the daily we'll keep your daily streak going, no problem. But some things just don't do that. Some games, and like Crypto.com, I was on an 85-day streak. They don't really give you that much more extra. You get a couple of extra diamonds every so often on your daily clicks. And I just couldn't log into it. There was just one day it was down and I just couldn't get in. I don't know why. But missed my daily streak. 89 days down the drain. I'm up to 110 now. That's a pretty hectic bit of music there. 4 claims to go. 12,000 ped Sand King. Nice. Congrats, guys. That's better than the old, the generic 600 peta or whatever it is, 1300 peta that you get. I don't know how much it costs to kill, but I think it's 1300 ped or whatever it is less than what it actually costs to kill. But that was a good one. I've seen some good Sand Kings in my time. I saw a 100 grand one once, I think. Maybe a year or two ago. That was a good size one. I've been out to kill him a couple of times. Not really my thing. I mean, I don't have specific armor for it. But it was fun. Alright, last claim. And our job here is done. You do not hold the deed. Pick up this vehicle and we will teleport to Monopolis from here. Just going to step away from that tree. Don't want to end up getting disturbed by the tree. Alright, here we go. Monopolis. Nice. It's in range. Teleporto. 406 ped. So we done well on that one too. That was about a 70 to 80 ped profit. That makes up for the few days before that weren't so good. I'll just crawl over to this daily mission terminal here. I mean, let's see what we can do about this weight. Hang on a second. Get this refiner out. We're going to cube this. We're going to cube this. And we're going to cube this. And probably this. Sweet stuff we'll leave for the missus. A nice bunch of iron there. Get some reinforced plate happening. Oh yeah, reinforced plate. I might actually keep the Melchi, because that is required for that recipe. We got a bit of gold. Nice. We'll find that. More Listerium. Top on. Oh yeah, fair whack of Cerulean that time. Good for level 30 guns. And amps, I think. Yeah, not a bad run there. Right, we are of ability to run around now. No more crawling. Unequip this. Okay, let's see what dailies there are on offer. Repseliacs, whatever the fuck they are. No, thanks. Abandon. Gibnib bonus. That we keep. Might start Friday stream with that before we go into Mayhem. So, Gibnib bonus, keeper. Aetherex. No thanks. And the manufacturing daily is Finder F101 again. Alright, well, we're cool with that. Let's head back to 2 car. Teleporto. Okay, let's start with, well, let's just put all this ore in the bank first, and we'll recycle what's required to be recycled, which is all this stuff here. Got to keep the nanocubes up, otherwise, you know, life gets hard. Put all this shit in the bank. Sweet stuff can stay there, but that's for the wife. And all this fruit, etc. Merge all stacks. Okay, we're set up. Let's first do the F101s. F dash 101. There we go. Yeah, well, you can say we've got enough materials for that. Okay, 36 clicks, full condition, auto sell even though it doesn't, go. Yeah, that was good. Nice stream. Anyway, I'll go back to check all these other channels that I multi-streamed to today and see if any of them worked. And if they did, good. If they didn't, I'll investigate and see what happened. But as far as I know, I've put in all the server details and stream keys in correctly. Well, Streamlabs does a lot of that for you. But with Pump Fun, I had to copy the server details and put it across. But yeah, see if it all works anyway. If you do go on Pump Fun, my coin, Nihal 888, will give you luck if purchased. Not guaranteed, but I'm just saying it might. If you're lucky. If you're lucky, you'll get luck. But hey, I'm not going to rug pull on you. I'm not interested in doing that. I actually want just a coin just to get bonded and do well. I'll even buy more. And what I'll do is, if I get a decent amount of creator fees, I'll buy more of my own coin with the creator fees. But yeah, it's a pretty cool platform. You stream your video. Anytime someone trades your token, you get fees. A share of the fees from the token trade. I think that's pretty cool. Well, it's more rewarding than, something like YouTube doesn't pay you fuck all. Twitch doesn't pay you fuck all. Pump Fund's buying their own tokens back. I saw an article the other day, actually, that shows they've increased their buyback amounts. So, not financial advice, of course, but if you see a business buying back their own shares, you got to ask yourself why. And if they are, obviously they've got enough data to show that things are going to go well. So, they already broke records as the biggest business that's bought back their own tokens / shares ever. And they've just increased how much they're going to buy back. So yeah, bit of food for thought there. Alright, we've done them. Why does it say I've got 122 ped? Oh, because I had the nano cubes there. Alright, we'll just close that loot box. And let's complete the stream with our explosive projectile 3 craft. Now, on Friday's craft, when I do the Halloween Mayhem, I will be crafting 4 clicks of this explosive recycle 2. We should have enough projectiles for that craft by then. We're looking at 202 ped here for a break even. Last 5 crafts. On yesterday's craft, we did break even. We actually got 10 ped more than what it cost us. The 4 previous crafts before that, we lost out. We were down 50 ped, 80 ped, 70 ped. Well, it was low anyway. So today we're looking either to make up those or at least break even. But it doesn't really matter. Need the residue for the crafts. Need the explosive projectiles for that recycle blueprint. So everything's a win here. It's actually my favourite blueprint for residue. Although, I've got to say, when I craft gizmos and widgets, when I go on a big craft of them up to widget 4, I tend for like if I spend 2,000 ped doing one, 2,000 ped doing the other, I'll get more residue doing the widgets and gizmos than I do an EP3. Maybe it's because it's on full quantity, I'm not sure. But it's not far off. EP3 is only just a little bit less. But sometimes I get a big cough on EP3 and it outweighs it. But the gizmos and widgets for getting blueprints as well. That's the other thing, you get blueprints. Whereas here, you might get a recycle blueprint that's worth a bit of money. But as a gun and amp crafter, gizmos and widgets are usually the go. A couple of successes there. You only need like 5 or 6 successes to sort of get the tin going. We got a global on this yesterday, 78 ped. But see how we go today. We've got 500 ped of residue in the bank. I could probably craft some guns very soon. But I've got no conductors and no mounting, so all those crafts have to happen first before I can craft any weaponry. Come on, game. Nice big juicy hoff for the audience, please. I wasn't going to have meat today, but I tell you what, I'm pretty starving. I think I'm going to fry up some pasta in some butter, chop up some beef, roast beef, pepper it in amongst the pasta, salt and pepper, and then maybe a dash of cream to give it that glaze. Yeah, now we're talking. Nice big bowl. 92 ped. Not bad. That's actually half. Hopefully the second half goes real well. Yeah, so if anyone is watching and doesn't know about this game and haven't played it before, Entropia's been around for 20 something years. And it is a real cash economy game. So all the loot I'm getting in here is real money. Well, when I say real money, you've got to convert it. It's like crypto. You've got to convert the ped into fiat. And you get the currency called peds in the game by depositing. They make the depositing quite easy. The game accepts crypto, so you can deposit USDT, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I think they've got a list of what they'll accept. Withdrawal is a bit of a pain in the ass because it goes through a 2-month process where they have to do an investigation to make sure that the money you're taking out was earned legitimately and wasn't scammy in any way. So the withdrawal process is solid though. Anyone I've spoken to is the money's always good. It just takes 2 months to draw out. But of course the deposits are instant. You put money in, they'll take it straight away. You can open loot boxes, the mayhem boxes. They guaranteed to give you dollar for dollar too in items. You will get you buy the box for $1, you will get $1 worth of stuff. Whether it's ammo, cosmetics, clothing, but you'll get your dollar back. It just depends what you're looking for. And sometimes you'll get a rare ring worth thousands of, or hundreds to $1,000, maybe even thousands of dollars. A unique ring can drop that no one's got, one of a kind. That can be worth a lot of money if it's the right one. But yeah, and these guys are based in Sweden where gambling is illegal, so everything in the game is of fair value. But I've got to warn you though, if you play this game and you just start, skills matter, and you're not going to do very well at the beginning. You need to skill up, then you'll do well. But yeah. Been playing this game for 11 years now. And quite often too. Daily, if not every day. And I run a business in here, selling guns and amplifiers for guns. Got one buyer that I craft for. And sometimes I'll craft some guns for the auction house. And the auction house is good. I'll show you the auction house. Browse auction for ingredient. There's the auction house. All the items are there. So you can buy, sell. Of course, the game makers take a fee for buying and selling on the game. Sometimes a small fee, sometimes a pretty substantial fee. But yeah, that's the game. If you don't know about Entropia. Universe.com. Alright, and for that little bit of advertisement, I get screwed over 60 ped. No, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so we've got 3 clicks of that EP3. I'm going to put on a Listeria power container in my automatic. It has 505 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next time I log in, hopefully there's a lot of money in there. Full condition. Slide over. Construct. All right. All right. Thanks for joining us today, peoples. I will be streaming maybe a little bit later with some Gods Unchained. And I'm going to have a lunch break now, duck off for a bit, have some pasta and beef. And, yeah, and I'll investigate all these channels to see if they actually worked or not. But we don't know. And it looks like Spotify's run out of things to play. Yeah, it has. It's gotten to a bottom of a playlist. All right, I'll put on my exit thing and have a good one, guys.